Dharma Bites is brought to you by Free Buddhist Audio, the Dharma for your life. Our work is funded entirely by donations from our generous listeners. If you would like to help us keep this free, make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. Thank you, and happy listening.
However, there's an even bigger one than that. There's ourselves. We think of ourselves as a self. We think we are this person. We have a self-view. And we love to have a view of ourselves. We love to have lots of views of ourselves, in fact. We often talk about all our likes and dislikes in general conversation. Oh, I like that. Oh, nice dinner. Yum, yum. Well, I do that. We talk about our dislikes. We talk about our needs. We talk about our wants. We're constantly creating ourselves moment by moment by moment. And the views of ourselves. So notice when yourself comes up against conditionality and you do the equivalent of pouting, stamping your foot and complaining that things aren't going your way and you haven't got what you want. I had a really good example of this. So I've been the kitchen manager at Tara Loka for 2.5 years. And I noticed this happening when somebody puts something up on our whiteboard saying that something isn't there. There's something missing. Something hasn't been ordered. So we've got a list and it says, for next order or for next shopping trip. And somebody will write up, we need some more washing up sponges. And I immediately have this self-view, but I've done the orders and I know exactly what is there. And I know that I've ordered it and it's definitely there. And before I even go and look, I'll quite often write up, have you checked? Have you checked in the veg store? Because I think there's plenty there. And I did it the other day. And actually then it was only about an hour later I went to check in the veg store myself. And there were loads there. And I was right. And I kind of like, yes, aren't I so good? But that is me coming up against my self-view, coming up against in the community of somebody thinking we've run out of washing up sponges. It's such a small thing. Putting it up, we need to order some more washing up sponges. And my self-view as a good kitchen manager coming into play. And the community who's here will probably recognise that very strongly in me. So when do you do that? When do you get into self-righteousness? When do you get into humpty or pouting or whatever? In our group we were talking about Dharma princesses at the beginning of the retreat. This is, and we were talking about you have to set up exactly the right conditions before you can begin to practice. You know, you have to have everything just so. People have to behave themselves around you as well. You can't, no conflict anywhere. Just the right amount of time to meditate, right amount of time to reflect, right amount of time to study, with the right study partners, nobody who's annoying in the study group, you know. All of that kind of thing. So becoming a Dharma princess, do you want to do that? Is that what you want to do? And also in the community we often talk about drama queens, but I was thinking it's a Dharma drama queen. So it's somebody who, and I can be like this as well, somebody who likes to have a lot of intensity around, and you know, and when they're talking about their Dharma practice, it's all very full on and intense.
We hope you enjoyed today's Dharma Bite. Please help us keep this free. Make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. And thank you.